Sup YouTube, Dbizal here, and I want to show you my wind-up build. A couple of people have requested it, so I thought I might as well make a video. You have to bear with me though, because this is on my phone, so it's not going to be good quality, and it's probably going to cut off every now and again. What I do is I cut it into a couple of parts. I do like a whole deck list at first, showing you all the cards in the deck. Then I start talking about the monsters after, and then the spells, and then the traps. I'm not going to do the extra deck probably yet because I haven't got all the cards, but I could talk about a few anyway. We'll start then. So we've got 3 wind-up soldier, 3 wind-up dog, 2 wind-up magicians, 2 wind-up jugglers, 2 cyber dragons, 2 goblin Dbergs, a Genix Alley Birdman, summon a monk, effect fader, gauze, blackluster soldier, sacred crane, glitter bulb, 3 wind-up factories, 2 MSTs, 2 pot of dualities, 1 pot of avarice, 1 reinforcement of the army, 1 heavy storm, 1 dark hole, 1 monster reborn, 2 call of the haunted, 1 compulsory evacuation device, 1 starlight road, 1 solemn judgment, 1 mirror force, 1 torrential tribute. That's my deck as it stands at the moment. It's been running quite well. I've been playing it on Tackle 6 quite a lot. I don't really like dual network or anything like that. The only problem with Tackle 6, obviously, we've got a couple of things banned. Blackluster Soldier, only 1 Corner Haunted, Heavy Storm, and I think that's it actually for the deck. But I'm going to cut it off here, and then I will start talking about the cards individually. Right, here we go. So this is my monster lineup. I'll talk about each card. Right, wind-up soldier, probably one of the best wind-up cards at the moment. It's just so good. 1800 attack, goes up to 22 once you use its effect in level 4. Yeah, so it's just a good beat stick. It gets over like the Tengus or the Thunder Kings. It could really help out in quite a lot of situations. Prone to bottomless, but not many people run bottomless actually at the moment. Same utility really as wind-up dog. Probably thinking why I won 3. Well, this build really works around level 4s and level 5s, and so obviously it uses effect to go up to 5, and then normally combine them with soldier to make a Tyrus, something like that. Other than that, that's all he's really used for. Wind-up magician, not really keen on this card to be honest with you. It's probably one of the, well, it's got a good effect, however getting its effect off is really difficult. Normally you would probably set it first turn with some back row just to protect it, or bring it out with something else like summon a monk, or special summon it with goblin Dberg. But yeah, I'm thinking about going down to 1, probably when it comes to Phonton Shockwave. Take one of these out for a night, which will help protect the wind-ups anyway. Level 4, 1800 attack as well. So yeah, this will probably go down to 1, come Phonton Shockwave. Wind-up juggler, what can I say about this? This card is broke in TCG, it's ridiculous. It triggers wind-up factory and wind-up magician in the battle phase, in the damage step. Probably one of the only cards that actually does it. Your opponent attacks it face down, you get its effect, destroy their monster, activate a wind-up factory to add another wind-up to your hand, which I normally do. I normally set this, let it get destroyed, or destroy an opponent's monster, add normally wind-up soldier or dog to my hand so I can start going into the exceeds the next turn if I'm stuck on anything. But yeah, this card is really good in CCG. In OCG it's not so good, it doesn't trigger anything. To be honest, you're probably better off running Karakuri Sazank because it sends to the grave rather than destroys, and well, that's just a better effect to be honest. It's just a shame it's not a wind-up. It's a shame this doesn't send. 2 cyber dragons, this just simply because of the level 5. Your opponent goes first, they do whatever they got to do, probably set a monster, special summon this, normal summon either dog or soldier, use their effect, hopefully trigger off a factory, you go into Tyrus, then you're safe, unless they've got a solemn warning or a deep prison or compulsory or something like that. But yeah, it's a really good first turn move for us. Goblin Dbizal, a lot of people really question why I use this card. I love this card. They normally moan, oh, it's a -1. I don't really care if it's a -1. If I've got this and Glut Bulb in my hand first turn, normal summon, use this effect, special summon Glut Bulb, and then go into Notoria Beast. If I've got Call of the Hornet set, I'll set that, use Glut Bulb's effect, go into Barking. As soon as they draw, use Call of the Haunted on the Beast. I've got Beast and Barking on the field, they can't really do much. Either that or, well, it's level 4. Normal special summon either Magician or Juggler, or even summon a Monk. Then go into level 4 Exceed. It's a really good card. Don't really care about the minus as long as I control the field. That's all I'm worried about. Birdman Jr. This card is so good. I'd probably go up to 2 if I had the space, but I haven't. Yeah, so my normal procedure would be normal, one of these, or use Goblin Dbizal, special summon one of these two from my hand, use its effect, get Factory's effect, and then bounce the Goblin Dbizal back to my hand, special summon this, go into a level 8 like Stardust or something like that, just for protection. It gives me access to Black Rose as well, Colossal Fighter, and not a Stardust like I've said. It's just a really good card, to be honest. It gives you that other option that you can't normally get with just Exceeds. I find quite a lot of the Exceeds like low attack, like 25, 26, so if they got something higher than that, it's really good to have this card just to get out of that. Black Luster Soldier, well, I run a couple of Darks, a couple of Lights. Darks being Summon a Monk, Gauze, Genix Birdman if I normal summon him. Also, Adreus is a Dark, Colossal Fire. Yeah, so a couple of Synchros. Well, it'd be stupid not to run it, to be honest. This card is absolutely broke. It's just so good. Sorry about the glare, by the way. I've got all the sleeves on still, just for protection. Summon a Monk. I hated this card at first, simply because I didn't like the discard cost. I know you're probably thinking, oh well, Goblin Dbizal does the same thing, but it's a -1. Well, this is kind of the same, but this has saved my arse so many times where I've got like a factory or something in the hand that I just cannot use. Normal summon this. My normal target is Sacred Crane, so I can plus off it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that as well. If I've got these two in my hand, it's not a -1 at all. Normal summon this, special summon Sacred Crane, get a draw for Sacred Crane, then go into like Utopia or something like that, Catchy Kochi Dragon. Yeah, that's, you know what that. Yeah, so someone really good card, probably would use two, but I just don't like the discard cost for it, to be honest. Effect Failure, I would run about 1,000 of these, no, I'm joking. I would run two, but no space. The one does me justice. It's a light, gets discarded, it's nice, just stops the opponent's play. Glut Bulb, just giving me that option to sink again. It's just a really good card in this deck. Like I said, with Goblin Dbizal, I could just special summon it anyway and go into Beast of Barking, gives me access to them. I just really like the card. Sacred Crane, like I said, just helps. Set my Call of the Haunted. Here we go, Sacred Crane. They MST Call of the Haunted, I chain it, get Crane, get a draw anyway, so they've got a -1 anyway, as it is. It's just a good card. I was running a 2, but I thought 2 was a bit too much. I like it in the deck, for Summon a Monk obviously, but if I've got it in my hand, then Goblin Dbizal will take care of that. It's just a really good card, and it's a light, so it feeds Black Luster Soldier. Gauze, simply because, well, it's just protection with Heavy Storm floating about. It's just a nice card to just drop on your opponent. I think that's it for the main deck. I'll cut it off here and talk about the spells after. Right, hello again. This is my spell lineup for level 1 ups. Pretty generic really, as you can see, but I'll talk about it anyway. Wind Up Factory, run 3 LE, simply because, well, it's just a black whirlwind, and running it in 3 is just ridiculous. It gives you so many pluses. It also baits out like the opponent's MSTs and stuff, so I can set my decent back row like Call of the Haunted, Solemn Judgment and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's such a good card. 2 MSTs, pretty much staple, even with Heavy Storm back. I just love MST at 2. I know MST's at 3 now, but I just don't really like it at 3. I think it's just too much, so I'll always stick to the 2. 2 dualities. You may think like, oh, why do you run 2 dualities when you do a lot of special summoning and stuff, but like early to mid game when you're like just still setting up, this card is just so good. It helps with the consistency of the build like it does with nearly everything else. It's just a good card in general. I don't want to run 3 because, well, 3 is a bit too much. Yeah, I could use the 3rd to ditch with Summon a Monk, but I'll probably ditch this normally with Summon a Monk anyway. Especially if I'm going to search out Crane and then get a plus off that. Dark Hole, well, just staple in it. Pot of Avarice, I do a lot of special summoning, getting from the deck and stuff. I want the wind-ups back in really, as I only run like 8 or 9, just so Wind Up Factory is still live. It's just a good card. Shame it's down to 1 now, but can't really complain with that, can we? Monster Reborn, sorry about the glare again, there we go. Monster Reborn, good card, is good. Nothing really more you can say about that. If I want to go crazy, I'll probably Reborn Magician, the normal summon like my dog or my soldier, and then I can actually get Magician's effect off. That's probably the only time I really get its effect off anyway. Heavy Storm, well, good card is good again. She clears that back row, yeah, you're suspect to Starlight Road, but we can live with that. Chances there, chances there. You'd rather get rid of it than just prolong it with like True Nade or something like that. Reinforcement of the Army, this is another good card. I can search out my soldiers or my Goblin Dbugs, wherever they are. Oh, well, I can't even find it now. Yeah, so I search out my soldier or Goblin Dbug. Especially if I've got like a Crane in my hand. If I've got Crane in my hand, I get a Goblin Dbug and then go into like Utopia or something like that. If I've got just a good searcher, to be honest, it's good in this deck. That's about it that I can really say about the spells. It's a pretty generic spell lineup. I'm not sure if I'd run Overwind, this new card that comes out in Phonton Shockwave. It's a bit like Surface, Monster Reborn, stuff like that, except for you don't get its effects. Actually, it's a bit more like Junk. Is it Junk Box, the Morphtronic one? Yeah, where you can special summon it, but you can't get its effects. And it goes in the end phase, but you just use it to exceed with. That's about it with the spells. I can't really say much more. Next is the traps. Right, this is my trap lineup. It's pretty small, nothing to do with Heavy Storm being back, just it's how I really like it really. I am missing one. It'd be a Solemn Morning. When they get reprinted, I'm not paying ridiculous money for a card. But yeah, I'll put the Solemn Morning in when that comes in the tins. 2 Call of the Haunted. This card is just good, especially as I exceed a lot. It helps me get out the Magician from the grave or whatever, really, to be honest. It's just a good card. As I spoke about it before as well, if my opponent goes to MST it, I don't run Sangan, which I probably should, to be honest, but Crane's just as good. Gets that draw, opponent will miss targets with the MST, and well, they could have used it on something better. They could have hit one of these. Compulsory. I just like this card, this format. It's all about chainable cards. Like, pretty obvious what it does. Everyone knows what it does by now anyway. It's just a good card. It's good really in this format. I really like it. It's really been playing well for me. Mirror Force just for protection. Don't know what I'm touching. Torrential. Yeah, Mirror Force. It's just good. Even with Heavy Storm back, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, Mirror Force is no good anymore because Heavy Storm's back." Well, what? So what? So what? Heavy Storm, one card in 40 cards. Are they really going to get it like early on when you're setting up? Well, chances are very slim. But yeah, whatever. Haters gonna hate. It's a good card. Torrential again, staple for me, always on. This helps when your opponents overextend. If I've got a Tyrus on the field as well and the opponents go to try to kill it, Torrential, Tyrus doesn't die because of its effect. It can't be destroyed by spell and traps. Keep my Tyrus, they lose their monsters, whatever, good game. Solemn Judgment, just good card really, just stops all that crap. Starlight Road, simply because of the mass removal at the back. I need to swarm, I need back row for protection. This card helps me a lot. They play Heavy Storm, yep, good game, thanks for the Stardust. They play Torrential when I try swarm, yep, thank you, negate that, get my Stardust for more protection when I try and exceed. I just really like the card. And next card, Solemn Warning. It's just a good card. I probably would run 2, but I haven't got the space. I like it on 1 anyway. I don't really like losing life points. I know that the things are, oh, you can win with 1 life point, but yeah, whatever. I'd rather keep my life points. I like Solemn Warning at 1. Don't really like it at 2. Not really much to say on the spells. Trap, sorry. Well, that's my wind-up build. I hope you like, and thumbs up if you do like it. Comment if you want to know anything else, or if I've made a mistake, which I'm not sure if I have or not. It's my first YouTube video with me speaking and stuff, so whatever, haters gonna hate, you thumb it down, whatever, I don't really care. I'm not really in it for thumbs up and subscriptions and stuff like that. I'm just in it for fun. I thought I'd do it like because some of my subscribers have actually asked for deck lists, so here we go. And I hope you enjoy. Cheers YouTube, Dbizal, I'm out.